Hello, folks. Mayuresh Joshi, Head of Research at MarketSmith, India. And as promised, every Monday around this same time, we will get you the weekly report that MarketSmith India carries every week on the events that have happened in the week gone by. Some interesting ideations as well. And therefore, I think let's jump directly to the report in terms of what our report is probably bringing out for your view reference. And this is what the report is carrying as we speak. So if you probably see, the sections that we've divided is the market outlook that you probably got. Volatility has probably reduced. It's a year-end phenomena. Volumes have gone down. A lot of people on holidays. And therefore, I think the logic that we're trying to put through in terms of our sectoral rotation graph at this juncture as we speak, 4 to 6 weeks rolled over. Nifty auto, banking and pharma probably looking at confirmed uptrend. Metals had a fantastic rally. Metals, IT, media, however, probably after that rally are looking a little bit under pressure. So I think a little bit cautious is warranted at these levels. A lot of these stocks have actually run up. And what is more interesting, apart from the confirmed uptrend sectors, is sectors like consumer durables, FMCG, energy and realty are in a rally attempt phase. Which means that if they show signs of confirmation of these four sectors, consumer durables, FMCG, energy and realty, and leadership stocks within these, our own sense is that there is a watch out that if sector rotation happens, these four sectors can get affected very, very positively. Obviously, what we've carried forward is the O'Neill philosophy in the weekly report as well. How investing without bias and using O'Neill techniques actually is helpful across market conditions. Why do you need to wait for proper basis? Why you don't need to chase stocks which have crossed their key pivot levels, and why a stop loss of 7-8% specifically for CAT/SLAM ideas is absolutely necessary is something that the report probably carries. We've also carried out why December tests investor patience. And it's very well understood that if you miss a move, it's absolutely acceptable. If you enter poorly, that is not. Because as O'Neill always says, that there will be another base that will be formed, there will be another leader, another cycle, which can obviously take with. We've obviously got a featured article with the Shriram Finance acquisition that MUFG has done. And we've carried a detailed one at that in terms of what the transaction means, how will the capital infusion help capital adequacy, help stabilize their borrowing, help expand their balance sheets, probably help expand their NIMs and return ratios as well. And therefore, fundamentals looking very, very strong in terms of the move that they have done. The most featured idea, the idea watch list that we carry in our weekly report, 5 stocks, which we probably carried, and I'll take you through one of them, which looks very, very interesting at this juncture. And obviously, I think the expectations in terms of our spotlight filter lists and how it works. So now I think the more interesting feature, apart from this report, is those 5 watch list stocks. And let me straight take you to one of the stocks that we've covered in our weekly report. And the stock name is something that you see, which is UPL Limited. Now, again, expectations in terms of fertilizers, agrochemicals actually doing well. They've not done anything over the past few weeks, which is very, very evident in terms of the cup pattern that UPL had formed, a cup 1C base with a pivot at 741. It's trading 4% from the pivot levels as we speak. But agrochemicals as a space, generally, I think with a good Rabi season expected, which is the winter crop, volume growth should be reasonable enough. Input costs have largely stabilized, and therefore numbers as we head into Q3 and Q4 should be relatively better off. Their operations internationally, including Eastern Europe and parts of Latin America as well, I think that should stabilize as well as weather conditions probably remain a little bit favorable as we speak, and therefore balance sheet dynamics should actually improve. Now, why is the stock come under our radar or our watch list? Is basically the strength that the stock showed after forming the cup pattern. If you probably look at the volumes, volumes have remained relatively benign, but the up days is where volumes were better, and therefore I think the expectation in terms of price move was reflected in a very positive manner. However, as we discussed in this article as well, you shouldn't be chasing stocks which are close to its pivot or the higher end of the pivot, where UPL unfortunately is. And therefore, the ideal way in terms of the learning that we are trying to bring through this video and our research reports is that ideally you should probably wait for the stock to claw back either to its 21 or the 50-day moving average, which I've shown on the screen. The 50-day moving average even more important in this case, which is around 737 odd levels. So with low volumes, if the stock does manage to come down to those levels over the next few days, next few weeks, it definitely should be on your watch list. Because as O'Neill always says and mentions, that any clawback that happens on lower volumes on the 50-day when close to its pivot, which is around 741, I think that can be a good strategy. As I said, 4 sectors, consumer durables, FMCG, are probably looking geared up, where new leaders can probably emerge. Some of the ideations that we've carried are for learning, and therefore I think the entire purpose of this video is to educate yourself and ourselves as well in terms of how O'Neill probably works and getting through in terms of what the market has probably done in terms of trends expected to do, in terms of our analysis of data points and important events that have shaped the market last week. I hope you like the video. For much more learning, please follow us at MarketSmith India.